Morning, thank you for letting me tune in. Bruce Gordon Autobarte Harris, owner of your cubby closet, and yes, the vibrations around your cubby closet. Cubby closet check, no check for your cubby. They said the cubby closet gets no check, ladies and gentlemen. There's gonna be a shutdown of your cubby closet, cause some way you can't defend it. You see what I mean? There's no way you can defend your cubby closet from those guys. They just go right across that Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Bing. You know what I'm saying? I forget that thing. They got a game down there at the State Fair, and that there at the Baldwin Bailey Brothers at the circus. Well, you get that sledgehammer, and you have to hit that thing till it hit. Bing. Well, you can't stop nobody from doing it. You know? That's why I try to pass some legislation with people to get you to build a wall back up, so you can get you some money. Cause I don't need to put no money in your hand if somebody can just come down there and take it from you. You know what I mean? Why would I put money in your hand? You see what I mean? But nevertheless, there's got to be some kind of way. Well, they say Ted Cruz is pushing for Nancy Pelosi to sit down somewhere, and I don't blame him. You know, cause he might be a strong candidate for president in 2024. 2024, I could see Ted Cruz being the front runner. You know what I mean? Not in 2020 though. Just behind him saying that Nancy Pelosi needs to resign. She's going through some type of middle-age crisis or something like that. She's going through that tit for tat. No, I don't want to talk. No. I don't know. Sometimes you got to tell granny, grandma, you know what I mean? We don't want to take you to the nursing home, but we might have to, you know what I mean? You don't want to take grandma to the nursing home. You want grandma to wear them Liz Claiborne and be able to go to church with them big old hats on. But in this case, Nancy Pelosi might need to go to the nursing home. Because if North Korea wanted to nuke us, they could. And they wouldn't have no problem getting past that wall and that cubby wall. And let me do another sound. I'm gonna see how good the sound is around that cubby closet. And I'll tell you, that cubby closet got way more corners than what you thought it did. That thing looked like a daisy. Have y'all ever seen a daisy flower? Like, dang, that cubby closet got plenty of lines, and thing looked like a daisy flower. I'm trying to tell you. As I do a sound on it, see how good that sound is on it, around that daisy flower. And then I have to do a magnet check, got a real long, big, hard magnet, and put it next to that daisy flower just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that it is a cubby closet. So nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you, like, why do people like daisies and sunflowers and stuff like that? Why do people eat sunflower seeds? There's just things people want to know. Why do they? Nobody else would normally eat none of them, you know what I mean? Why do people get a bag of sunflower seeds and put them, and tell me the ingredient that they got on, you know what I'm saying? Name that the ingredient, it's not on, like, excuse me. Tell me that ingredient that makes it taste tangy. That's on that sunflower seed. Like, yeah. Why'd they be smacking on them like that? You see what I'm saying? And then why did those women always get those pickles? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I'm saying? Normal people just don't go to the store and order a pickle, but women do. You know what I mean? Women that go in there, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they don't get the jar of pickle when they really be in distress. You see those damsels in distress? They just go right in there and get a pickle and put it in their hand and put it on the register. And everybody looks at them because they know what they're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? They're thinking about not going to get breakfast, and they trying to cut their diet by just going to get a quick snack. You see what I'm saying? And everybody looking at them. You cheating on your diet. You're cheating on your diet, and, you know, your family's at home and they need you, and you out here at the corner store buying a pickle. You see what I'm saying? And they ought to tell you ought to be ashamed of yourself, even though it don't have no calories to it. And people want to know, why don't a pickle have no calories? Like, you know, because it's pickled, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was a fresh cucumber melon, like I be dealing with, you get in there like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I say a lot of people go to the market, they be like, man, what you doing over there picking up cucumbers? You see what I'm saying? You supposed to let your woman go get the cucumber because she know how many calories in it. You up there doing with a bag of cucumbers, you know what I'm saying? They call it a cucumber melon. And some people, they have a cucumber melon patch, you see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what goes on. The cucumber melon goes to the cucumber melon patch. But sometimes you can go out there to Bath and Beyond out there and, you know, Victoria and all that, and you can get you some pink lotion, and sometimes it'll have that bath and body stuff, and it'll have cucumber, melon, zest, issey miyake, boom shakalaka, you know, peanut butter sauce or something like that. It always has something that you can't remember, you know what I'm saying? You always ask them, that smell good, tell me that is. It's cucumber melon cubby, honey spritzel, you know, honeysuckle, stuff like that. Boom shakalaka issey miyake, it'd be like that. But nevertheless, like, now you always have to tell them, you need to keep, you know, always put that on, because that smells real good there. And then sometimes, like, dang, what's that moving around? I'm trying to tell you. Some start moving around, and you start getting, you know, at first you was standing, you wasn't that close to her. Then you start getting real close up on her, you know what I mean? I tell you, like, yeah. I tell you, those had to be some real mad scientists to come up with that stuff, like. But nevertheless, lady, now, why I say that, really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get that sound volume where it's supposed to be. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why you get up in the morning talking like that? Because I'm trying to get that sound the way it's supposed to be. And Nancy Pelosi, yeah, it's probably time to go to the nursing home or just resign. You know, because, you know, you don't want North Korea, that little small country that they is, to attack us and get away with it. You know what I mean? You don't want that to happen. You don't want us to be attacked by the Ayatollah of Iran, and for them to have enough money for their country to keep getting they pay every Friday, and you don't, and your military, they ain't clocking in no more. Now you got to go find a whole nother military because they quit. You know what I mean? They can't continue going there without getting their money. You know what I mean? So I tell you, ladies, you know, it's sad, but at the same time, it could be true. You know what I mean? That Nancy Pelosi, she's on a guilt trip. Maybe she's trying to get as much fame as she can. You know, kind of like Omarosa, you know what I mean? Before she writes a book and she's not there no more, you know what I mean? A lot of time, that's what it's about. And please, have your humane shelter to come pick up your dog that's making up too much noise in the background. You know, because I know y'all was complaining about them building out there in East Chase, but that dog you got back there, he's just making plenty of noise, I'm trying to tell you. There's a whole lot. Because one thing dogs don't realize is people walk. People exercise, you know what I mean? You can't get mad at that, you know what I mean? You up all day and all night barking and making noise because people in their neighborhood exercise. You can't do that, you know what I mean? You're only supposed to make that kind of noise when there's danger, you know what I mean? Tell you that, man. I say people, every time they walk past their house, and they probably made it all the way down the street to a whole nother part of the neighborhood, the dog's still barking, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know, I know it's freezing outside, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, Negroes have moved into your neighborhood, and all dogs don't live in the house. The Negroes move in, they put a chain on your neck and put you in the backyard. And I know that could be the reason why the dog's barking too. You know, at the same time, he probably want a milk bone or something like that because he lets you know that somebody was walking. But at the same time, he's thinking that the other pets, the white people's pets, are living inside. You know what I mean? You know, and they smell like Old Spice and stuff like that. And you know, PetSmart. You know, they have that good food and that good cologne and stuff on. And they don't bark. I'm gonna tell you. You know, some of them be bigger than a dang on bear, lady. You know? Bigger than the grizzly bear, but they don't make any noise. Why? Because they're domesticated, and they've been disciplined. They have principles. They don't live outside. You know what I mean? Ever since those Negroes moved in, though, They have that dog back there tied in that backyard, like, And I tell you, lady, I don't know. I just think African Americans just think that's the way it's supposed to go. They just think you're supposed to go get a dog from somebody, pay $40 for it, and you tie it on the tree in the backyard. I guess they just come from hundreds of years of the same treatment. They probably just think that's fair. You know what I mean? You tie something to the backyard on the chain on the tree and feed it when you feel like it. You know what I mean? I mean, they just don't see, African Americans don't see anything wrong with that. That's just the way it goes. But hopefully one day, I don't know if it's gonna be this lifetime or next lifetime, hopefully African Americans will start treating their pets like people. A lot of white people do, I'm not gonna lie. On this side of town. Now I have seen some white folks on the other side of town, close to Newtown and Chisholm. Yeah, they kind of treat their pets kind of like African Americans treat their pets on that side. I noticed that too. And then you have those hoarders too. They have like 100 cats in one house in a one bedroom. I've seen that too. You go into a trailer and you have a woman that has goddamn squirrels, possums, raccoons, 1,000 cats and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, you smell those cedar shavings and stuff. And then she has a beard and a mustache, you know what I'm saying? You see that white lady come out that house, she got a beard and a mustache. And she always has on that evening gown, you know what I'm saying? Always has that evening gown on. And those hair rollers, you know what I'm saying? And the police, I don't know why, but they always say, have a nice day, ma'am. We came out here and we got the cat out of the tree and everything's gonna be fine, you know what I'm saying? And they know she has thousands of cats in their house and they like them in little small cages, you know what I'm saying? Really small cages, I don't know if she got a fertilizer farm, I don't know. But I guess since hoarders didn't come and do a reality show in the Montgomery area, I guess they didn't never say it was a problem. I tell you, baby. They got that deer eschers. You think deer eschers is strong, baby. Well, you ought to smell some urine from 1,000 cats, baby. I'm trying to tell you. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, they were just a sound test. I'm getting all my people ready for this reality show that I'm doing. It's called Casino Rehab. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And the next segment coming up at my next hour is going to be called Casino Rehab. And there's a lot of people leaving the casino if their battery's still going in their car. Because sometimes when you act a fool at the casino, they turn your battery off. Because you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And then you're always, the only individual you can call is the one you told that you weren't going to go down there and spend all your money. I don't know how they figured it out, but they have. You told them last time you spent all your money at the casino in one day. And you told them you'll never do that again. I never do that again. And you went down there and said the same thing the same day. Some people wait till the next Friday, but you went down there and did it the same day that you said you weren't going back down there. And you sitting out there in the parking lot, you know what I mean? And before you decide to call the individual that you told that you'll never do it again, you asking everybody that pulled up to the casino if they got any cables and help you get your battery started, you know what I mean? I tell you, I don't know if it just feel like you're gonna pass out or you're gonna have a stroke if you call somebody that you told them that you'd never go back down there and do that. You rather ask everybody you can that you don't even know to give you some cables before you call the people that you told you wouldn't go back down there and do it. I just want to know, ladies and gentlemen, why do people say that people are racist and it's because of white folks? But you went down there without any white people helping you. You went to the casino on your own, you know what I mean? There wasn't any white people to manipulate you to go, you know what I mean? But I guess when you fuss and you get mad, you just take your anger out on the nearest scapegoat, you know what I mean? And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, just tell me this. How did you get into gambling? I mean, when did you start thinking that gambling is the way of life, you know what I mean? And that it don't have any consequences? Why don't you think gambling have any dangerous consequences?